As you may or may not know, the new animated Spider-Man series, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, just released its first 2 episodes a few days ago. And while there has been some controversy that reminded people of another, certain Spider-Man project, I really wanted to talk about it, because if you've watched my past videos, you certainly know 2 things about me. The first being that I love animation, and the second being that I am a Spidey fanboy. Now, I know reviewing something that only has 2 episodes is kinda crazy, but I'm pretty sure Season 2 is already in development, along with Season 3 being greenlit, which tells me they're pretty damn confident in this show, which makes me pretty damn confident in the show. So forgive my optimism. In my own humble opinion, most of the animated Spider-Man shows are pretty bad, with the exception of the 90s show and obviously Spectacular Spider-Man. Granted, I haven't watched every single one, but the ones I have seen weren't great. So it really excites me to see an animated Spider-Man show get the love and care that it deserves. I'm gonna just get straight into it, so here's your spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the first 2 episodes of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, go watch them and come back. Okay, hopefully you did that. Let's go. I want to talk about Pete first because, well, it's his show. His design is obviously great. Hell, I'd go as far as to say that this design is perfect even. I don't see how Peter could look any better than this. But despite this, he was one of my main worries coming into the show because, at least for me, the worst part about some of these other animated shows was Peter himself. But thankfully, that doesn't appear to be the case here. So far, I think they are absolutely nailing Peter. They maintained all his nerdy aspects, such as his love for robotics or just school as a whole. At the moment, he doesn't really have anyone trying to make his life hell at school, which might change, who knows. So they are fully embracing genius Peter Parker, which we love to see. They also gave him the perfect amount of awkwardness. He makes you laugh or cringe even when he's talking to his crush or someone new, but he doesn't frustrate you, kind of like when Toby just stares into MJ's soul. But the main thing that I think they are doing incredibly well is Peter's relationships. They surrounded Peter with a pretty unique cast, which I adapted to almost instantly because of how well it was done. May and Peter's relationship is ripped right out of the Home trilogy, which I welcome with open arms. In the first few minutes of episode 1, we have a beautiful moment between her and Peter where they get this, talk about Uncle Ben. Now, do I like that he died way before Peter became Spider-Man? No, but you know what? He was mentioned and we'll take it. Having May and Peter be literally best friends is a dynamic that I've come to really like over the years, so seeing that be implemented into this show makes me really happy. As for the rest of the cast, we get Nico as Peter's best friend, which I didn't see coming, not gonna lie. Watching her and Peter's banter is really fun, and they seem to be setting something up with Pearl, Peter's crush, because she appears to also be interested in her, so we'll see how that goes. Speaking about Pearl, she hasn't really done anything, but I don't mind, to be honest. Basically, she was Peter's babysitter when they were younger, which caused Pete to develop a bit of a thing for her, but she still sees him as a kid, so having her be this distant character, almost like out of reach from Peter at all times kind of thing, I don't know, I kind of like it. But this will probably change in later episodes. They also established the love triangle between Pete, Pearl, and Tombstone, Lonnie. They made Lonnie super likable in the show, making him and Peter very quick friends, despite the looming jealousy Peter has over him and Pearl's relationship. We also get to see a small snippet of his home life, which was surprising and already has me very invested in his character. The people and relationships around Peter are what really make or break a Spider-Man show. It's what Spectacular did so well, and seeing this show start off this strong brings me confidence. My only gripe with this show so far is unfortunately the animation. I hate saying that because I've seen everyone complain about it online, but I gotta be honest, yeah, it looks pretty bad. Whenever the cast is just hanging out, I think it's fine, but when Peter puts the mask on, that's when it loses me. The swinging scenes are really stiff and really just lack the freedom these scenes should have. But the fight scenes, yikes. His fight against Butane felt super slow and clunky, which sucks because the whole point of making Spidey animated is to show off his speed and agility. Apart from that, I don't really have much else to say about this show, which is mainly because I haven't seen it. Norman and Harry are going to be 2 huge parts of the show that I still need to see a lot more of before I say anything about them. And there still appears to be a lot of other surprises in store for future episodes, so I guess we'll see. Obviously, I'm not going to give a score yet, but I'll definitely make a second video on this show once it wraps up. We also have Captain America Brave New World and Invincible Season 3 coming out later this month, which I'm really excited about. So look out for those reviews. And we're getting our first look at the Fantastic Four movie, which I gotta say, oh my god, I'm so happy. Hey, Future Ren here. Oh my god, it looks so good. Anyways, thanks for watching. I just wanted to talk about that really quickly. I'll see you in about a week or so when the Cat movie comes out. So yeah, see ya.